What up, YouTube? Welcome to Sled, and today we'll be discussing the Supreme preview that has been released. Now, I apologize for not getting this video out either yesterday or the day prior, but I have been in line camping out and I just have not been able to film. As you can see, I'm filming in my car right now. I'm sunburnt, I'm tired, I've been sleeping in my car since Thursday, and if you're curious if it's worth it, no, it's not worth it. But I just kind of want to do it for the experience, and on top of that, I can go in store, buy everything, and then online a week later, I can buy everything again. Now, of course, before I get into it, make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, anything that I acquire from the season, a lot of the stuff I will style on my personal Instagram account, so make sure you go follow me at the style if you'd like to see how I style some of these pieces that will be released throughout the season. And of course, make sure you go follow me on Twitter, because anything I hear about drops, drop lists, any information about collabs coming up, whatever, I will post on my Twitter. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both of which are at the Starlife. They'll be on the screen and in the description below. Now, personally, my overall opinion of the season is I think it is fire. I think it's better than last season. By the way, with last season, I know I didn't do a top 5, but if you would like to see that still, then smash that like button, and maybe I'll just do a top 5 Supreme pieces from the previous season, even though I should have done that way earlier. Anyways, I think the season is better. I think it's super dope, actually. I think any old heads from Supreme will probably fuck with this season just because of some of the logos they're reusing. Some people are going to hate on it. Some people are just going to dick ride everything. Like, I don't mind if someone loves everything from Supreme if they genuinely love the brand, but then there's, of course, the people that, like, get on it tomorrow and then they just love everything that says Supreme and they don't really like it because of the brand. And then, of course, you have the people that just hate everything. It's just like a trend, like, oh my god, this is the worst season ever. You know, next season they're probably gonna say that next season's the worst season ever because they said last season was the worst season ever. They said the season before that was the worst season. Every season's the worst season ever because they're just too cool and they're just not hype beasts. Like, either everyone's trying to be a hype beast or trying way too hard not to be a hype beast. Just be yourself. I always say this, about 50% of what they drop is trash. The other 50% is fire, and this season is no different. There's some garbage, but there are some heaters. They have some really weak ones like this plaid shearling bomber. I'm not a fan of that. They got this velvet trucker jacket, which is okay. I like the Sacred Hearts all over print. They have this reverse shearling hooded jacket, which I feel like a lot of people are gonna love because of the Supreme branding on the like lower back tramp stamp region. However, I'm not a big fan of the leather sleeves or leather hood, and I just don't think that jacket's gonna be that tight. One piece I will say I like is the hooded fleece nylon shirt. I like that it's got like the plaid center and then like the fleece sleeves and the fleece hood. I think that's fire, and I love the quilted paterations. One piece that is pretty polarizing is the Supreme Vance and leather jacket. When it first came out, my inner reseller and my inner hype beast was like, man, that's fire. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that shit's kind of weak, actually. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. I'm sure there will be some hype beast that will take a picture with the whole freaking suit looking absolutely ridiculous. I mean, fuck, I would do it too. It's gonna get tons of likes. You have the faux fur peacoat, which is whack. Now the fuck jacquard or jacquard puffy jacket is so sick. You have the fuck logo, which is a play on the love hate logo with like the little like letter that's like, I don't know. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. But this graphic is so fire. It's all over print. I love this peach colorway. It's gonna come in a peach, a navy, and a black on black. I don't know if I like the black on black or the peach more, but ooh, that's hard. I'll decide which one I like more later on. Of course, you have the Arabic logo coach's jacket. That is a must cop. That's a fire piece. They have these puffy hockey pullovers, which are so fire. If you look at the upper, like right, like above your breasts is like collarbone region, they have like a play on the Apex logo, which is so sick to me. You got like a little S and it says Supreme. I like the color blocking. I like that they're doing some colorways like the Golden State Warrior colorway, the Oakland Raider colorway. Just overall, these hockey pullover jackets are fire. Maybe a hockey team shares the same colorway. I don't really know hockey teams like that. Some other jackets that are fire, these hooded logo half zip pullovers, so fire. I love this camo one. I will say it does seem like Supreme is just trying to like copy that camo trend. I mean, they also dropped the pants. We'll get into the pants in a second. The pants are so sick. A couple other jackets that I just need to touch on real quick. You got the Scarface like leather jacket. I think that's a cool design. I love Scarface. However, I'm not a fan of big leather jackets. You have the Scarface The World Is Yours denim jacket. That is probably going to be a cop. You also have that in a hoodie as well, which I will also acquire. The hoodies this season are so fire, by the way. You have the wool Supreme Playboy varsity jacket. I think that could be fire, but I'm not a big fan of wool or leather jackets. They're just too heavy for me. We also have some Champion jackets, but we'll discuss the Champion collab in a second. The Champion collab is fire. The pants this season are so sick. Like I was saying, you have the camo pants that match that camo jacket, but you also have this warm-up nylon pant, which is the same as last season, and they have a couple other colorways. I'm excited because I actually took the L on that when I wanted those last season. Other pants are dropping that are fire. The Real Tree camo flannel pant in the pink. I definitely want that. They're dropping some Supreme Playboy waffle thermal pants, the black ones. Possibly the baby blue ones. I don't know. The Michelangelo pant is a must cop. You have quite a few pieces from the Sistine Chapel like just printed throughout this entire pant. You have the dagger pants, which when I discussed this online, I was actually, or on live, I should say on Instagram live, I was hyped on this, but seeing this actually, like seeing an HD high definition image, I'm not as hyped as I was. You have the Tonal S logo pant, which has the matching Tonal S logo hoodies. Oh my God, these are going to be fire. I do not know which colorway. I kind of want to either get like that, like light pink or the purple. I think the purple would look so clean. Like I was saying with the Champion collab this season is fire. You have this Supreme Champion stacked C sweatpant, and it looks like it's embroidered. I'm hoping it's embroidered. Please, Supreme, embroider that. You also have the matching hoodie. The hoodie is so fire. The Supreme Champion jackets are pretty fire. I think the hoodies and the sweatpants combo, I think those are better. But you have the Supreme Champion color blocked jacket, which has one that's color blocked and then one that's just all black. The color block jacket low-key reminds me of a vintage Nautica jacket that I actually have back at home in my closet. So I'll probably not acquire that. Maybe I'll get the triple black one. And then you have this zip-up jacket, which is fire. It has actual tackle twill lettering on the hood, and it's got like sewn in patches on the front and back. Definitely a fire piece. I think that, oh, also it's Sherpa lined. I think this season's champion shit is way better than last season. Of course, they're dropping the Arabic logo hoodie. That's gonna be super fire. They're dropping the blood and semen hooded sweatshirt. I think that piece looks really cool and it's somewhat unique, but the name is like kind of weird, like blood and semen. That seems just a little out there. So I don't know. I'm probably going to acquire the white one though. The white one looks super clean. They have the split Old English hooded sweatshirt. Now I love this sweatshirt. Some of the colorways though, if you look at this one right here, for example, right, it's like gray with pink. I'm excited to see what the other colors are. It looks like there's like purple and green, which I'm not a huge fan of, but then also looks like there's this baby blue and like a light canary yellow. Oh, that one looks so fire. They have this patent leather ARC logo hooded sweatshirt that is absolute garbage. They also have a new logo dropping this season, the compact logo. I think that's okay, but it's nothing crazy. And if these are gonna be like 160, they do have this embossed logo hooded sweatshirt. It's tonal, so it's not too loud, it's not too out there, it doesn't scream Supreme. However, it is fire, and I definitely will probably acquire one of those. You have the blocked hooded sweatshirt. That shit is fire. It says Supreme all the way across on the front and the back. Personally, I like the ice blue one. I think that one is like the most like subtle. Now the tees this season, 50% of them are cool, 50% of them are whack. The ones that I like this Kiss tee. Of course, that's super sick. You got these girls right here grabbing each other's pussy, and then the girl on the far left is rocking a BOGO, so that's kind of fire. You got this Supreme DNA tee. I like this one as well. And then of course you have the Nasty Nas tee, which is a must cop for me. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over these jackets. The 700 fill down tape seam parka is fire. That Navajo print with the Supreme on the sleeve, so sick. And then the other jacket that's super sick is this reflective cross N3B parka. That thing is fire. I don't really like the colorways, but that yellow one and the black one are kind of dope. It's got reflective little accents on the sleeve. It's got a reflective cross on the back, and then it says "fuck them all" on the back of the hood, hopefully embroidered. Now all we have left are hats slash beanies, and then we also have the accessories. The accessories are so fire. The beanies are also so fire. I'm glad that they are killing it with the beanies, because as you guys know, it's Beanie Boys still to this day. Oh wait, oh my gosh. I almost went over the beanies and I forgot to go over the box logos this season. The box logos this season, as you guys know, I'm not the type to dick ride box logos, but I like these box logos only because the color, I don't know, the colors used are dope, and you don't see them do that with box logos very often. They've never done this. Like, look at this pink, the green on pink box, the orange on ice blue, the red on the like highlighter yellow or highlighter green. These are so fire. These look like some Golf Wang Supreme collab hoodies or something. But they're dropping several other colorful things, like the Gons crew neck is actually fire. I'm not a big fan of the jacket or the hooded sweatshirt, but the crew neck is definitely sick to me. But yeah, it's also kind of cool that with the beanies, they made it match the colors of the box logo. So if you get the box logo, you can try to get the box logo beanie that matches your box logo. I probably won't acquire those because the new era beanies do not fit as good as the loose gauge beanies. I do want the two-tone rib beanie, preferably in black with the Old English font. I want the Heather loose gauge beanie also in black, of course, as always. I want the reflective loose gauge beanie also in black. I think that's fire. But anyways, let's get to these accessories, because these accessories are so fire. Well, most of them. The bags suck. The bags are absolute trash. Although the bags are let down, the rest of the accessories are fire. They're doing a collab with Fender, a Supreme Fender Stratocaster. Now, although I feel like the design of this piece is lazy, it's just legendary that Supreme is collaborating with Fender. That's so dope. The Supreme Artec Alto, whatever the heck, chair, that is fire. That is a must cop. I'm really hoping it's less than $800. If it's over $800, I probably will not acquire it, but it's a good possibility that it'll be over $800, because if you guys are familiar, the stools were $400, the bench was $800, so I'm pretty sure this little chair is going to be over $800, which is kind of sad because I really want that piece. You have the Supreme Everlast satin hooded boxing robe. I think these are dope, and I feel like I'm going to see a hypebeast photo where they're wearing like the boxing robe, the boxing gloves, they're boxing on an Everlast boxing little punching bag. I feel like I will definitely see that photo posted on Hypebeast or High Snobiety. They're dropping the Supreme Andes clippers. Oh my goodness, those are so sick. If I still cut my own hair, I would keep those for the personal. They're dropping the collapsible shovel. That's, I don't know, I'm indifferent to that. The chopsticks are probably going to be an accoutrement, a piece that I will acquire. The sake set I may acquire. The gold trim ceramic ashtray I will definitely acquire to sell. The Supreme Tough mug is a must cop. That's gonna be a personal piece that I will acquire for myself. I'll be flexing at school with my Supreme mug every freaking day. They're dropping 2 Mofis. I'm going to get both of them. The lockbox is a piece that I'm gonna keep for my personal collection. The Rifkin safety sack is another piece for my personal collection. So there's quite a few accessories I'm acquiring for my personal. They're dropping the Supreme Nike shooting sleeve. Now the thing with the sleeve and the boxing robe, you will see famous boxers and famous like basketball players using these items. So that's kind of smart for Supreme to do that. Also, I guarantee you during the SneakerCon All-Star Game, you will see someone using that Supreme sleeve. It's just going to happen. You have the welcome mat, which says Supreme. There is nothing here worth dying for. I think that's super dope. However, I wish they would have used a different font for the Supreme. You got the Arabic logo neoprene face mask. That's fire. You got the diamond cut Zippos. Those are also fire. You have the quiet carry knife. I like that. It's super, super tiny. A perfect piece to keep on your keychain. And that will probably be a personal cop as well. You got a sled. What the heck, bro? A sled would be so perfect for Washington in the wintertime, so I can just be hype beast sledding down a mountain. Oh, also the Hanes tees are dropping. They're dropping camo, Realtree camo, Hanes tees, and boxers. The boxers look kind of weird because they have the Supreme like bright red branding on Realtree camo, which looks kind of odd, but I will probably acquire those. And yeah, we'll see. Now, I did not go over everything in this video. I just went over the items that I liked or that stood out to me, and I of course threw some items that I did not like in there. There's 300 some items dropping. These are all the items that stuck out to me. So of course there's a lot of stuff that I just did not care for at all. Like this velour diagonal logo long sleeve. This thing is so hideous. Why did they do that? It's just so ugly and it's velour. Gross. And there's a lot of pieces like that. There's a lot of hats that I don't care for. I don't know, there's a lot of weak shit, but there is a lot of fire. And anyone who says this is the worst season ever is a liar. And their pants are on fire. Huh. Bars. But what are your opinions of this season's drops? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about the season overall, what you're going to acquire, what you're excited about, anything that I did not discuss. Let me know your opinions on that down in the comments. Also, of course, like I said earlier, make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both of which are at The Star Life. I will be trying to keep you guys updated on Twitter, so make sure you follow me on that. And as always, keep living the Star Life. Peace!
Bang, bitch, holler when you feel this. Fresh up out the county, tell them hoes to get up on me. I was in that motherfucker with some killers. Plugged in with the shooters in the ceilings for the cane. I'm feeling like crack at the money game. Fuck what the mother say.